I can't afford it. Good morning and welcome to the 6th day of my tour around the Netherlands. And today I'm heading to the city of Venlo in the east of the country, about a kilometre from the German border. And in this video I'm going to take a walk along the banks of the Meuse River and into the city centre and see what I can discover. So come with me on a day trip to Venlo. Beautiful morning it is here in Venlo. 32 degrees is the forecast. Yeah, I'm just enjoying this hot weather because I know that in a few days time the weather will change. Well, certainly in England it's going to. I think today's the last day of their heat wave. So back to dreary, cold and overcast. Typical English weather. But I can't complain, it's lovely, it really is. Half an hour on the train from Eindhoven and €23.40. I think that's expensive. But there again, I don't travel on Dutch trains for half an hour each way return ticket, return journey, half hour. I think that's a little expensive. I was expecting about €3 or €4 cheaper. But never mind, I'm here now. And just ahead is the bridge across that into the city centre. And so what we can discover here in Venlo. Venlo is a city in the Dutch province of Limburg. Over 100,000 inhabitants. Because of the Meuse River behind me, it's been a centre of trading since the 9th century. And Venlo became a city back in 1343. Our first impressions of Venlo are rather nice. Look at the little marina here, and the statue of Neptune just behind me. It really is lovely, it really is lovely here. I do like visiting places with water, rivers and canals and coastal towns. So I think I'm in for a surprise today. I think there's something very interesting in Venlo to find. So walk into the city centre and see what we can discover. There outside the city hall, the Stadhuis. What a fantastic building it is, designed by William van Bommel from 1597 to 1599. Absolutely brilliant looking at that building, but the noise there, oh dear, I think they're clearing away from some kind of festival. I came across a festival yesterday when I was in Helmond, little city just outside of Eindhoven. And if you want to watch that video, well, that's for members only. So if you join me as a member, you can watch that video and plenty others from Pisa, Livorno, Valencia and Bavaria and all the other places as I've visited over the last few years. There's always something for extra for members. I've got no real plans for today. I just thought I'd come here and just have a look around. I do want to find the big church. There's a very big church with a tall tower Oh, and there it is. It's a bit difficult to miss, isn't it? Oh well, I'll head over there anyway. We'll take a look at the church. There's always things around churches to look at, and see what else we can find. And there's rather an unusual statue here as well, sculpture. It looks like a throne. Oh, what fun! Oh, that's rather fun. Sitting on the throne in the middle of the city centre. Of all the daft things to do. Anyway, let's go look at that church. And here we are at the church. What a fantastic tower it is. Just looking up at it, and all the bells, you can see the bells at the top. It really is a beautiful building on the outside. Very interesting architecturally. And it's also closed as well. Yeah, it's closed, so I can't go in. That's a shame. I do like visiting churches, and I know that many of my viewers enjoy seeing inside churches. There's a very nice carving on the front of the door. It's like a knight on horseback. They've got the Shield of Tours as well. That's Our Lady of Tours. Really rather interesting. But what is fascinating is the building opposite. This really is beautiful. Dates from 1611. And I think it must have been a parochial building of some description. Maybe founded by the church, a college or something founded by the church. Judging by the stonework above the door. But it really is beautiful, and the decorative stonework higher up as well. Buildings like that are a real treat to see. It really is beautiful. Yeah, 1611. It's got the date on the front. I can just see it now. Rather interesting, actually, the date where they've written it. I thought it was yes, AO and then 1611. Oh, how brilliant! Yes. I looked up on the plaque, but hear the bells chime in the quarter. That's nice. All the church bells in Holland seem to chime on the quarters and the hours. That's actually brilliant. You don't get this in England. You just get the ding, or half a little melody, the standard bell ringing melody that the churches have. But they all play little tunes here. It's really rather nice. So let's head back into to the centre of the old part of the city and see what else we can discover here in Venlo. Venlo is absolutely gorgeous to walk around. So many different types of architecture and so many quaint little back streets as well. Really is delightful around here. Just a shame the church was closed. It would have been nice to take a walk around there. But it's so busy with cyclists. You can probably see loads behind me. They do like their bicycles here in Holland. And with purpose-built cycleways and no cars around the city centre here, it's the perfect way to get around. They do go a bit fast though. I guess that's a trait with all cyclists. But I found this delightful little cafe. Really is lovely sitting here in the midday sun. I got a little beer. Oh, that does taste so refreshing. Little alcohol-free beer. And it tastes even better because it's been sponsored. So thank you to Patrick, who went onto the Buy Me a Coffee link, which you'll find in the description, and purchased a coffee for me. But I decided on this hot day to have a refreshing alcohol-free beer. So thank you very much. And if you'd like to get a mention on my channel, then please do as Patrick did and follow the Buy Me a Coffee link, which you'll find in the description. So I'm going to sit here for a few minutes and finish my little beer, and then make my way out towards the Limburg Museum, which is a museum that I want to visit while I'm here. and try and avoid the cyclist as well. So, cheers Patrick, thank you very much. Enjoy my sit down and my little beer. Do enjoy a little beer. Enjoy it even more when it's been sponsored. And couldn't have come at the better time, especially on a hot day like today. But I found another of these delightful little back streets. The building on my right has got some interesting paintings on it. All these paintings are quite different, rather abstract, different subjects and on different styles as well. It's quite interesting actually. None of them seem to go together, but they all do go together. They seem to work quite well as a collection on the outside of the building. I've seen so many different wall murals in different towns and cities. That one is quite different. It's really rather interesting actually. But we're going down here to the main market square. I was down here a little while ago having a walk around. I actually came in this way when I arrived in Venlo before going to the city hall. But I want to go down this little side street here. It looks quite delightful actually. It's rather nice down here. There's a little statue on the right hand side. And looking down the road, I see a couple more. So who's this statue? This little plaque on the front. Uig Hey Summer, Sef Cornet, van der Venlo's Review. Father of the Venlo's Review, 1898 to 1953. Not sure who he is. I'll put some more details up on the screen. And a translation of that plaque as well. Quite a nice little statue actually. There's another one just down here. And this one is of Frans Boemans, 1917 to 1999. Wonder who he was. Again, I'll put some more information up on the screen. There's two more down here. Well, this is quite a dapper looking chap. Lambert Francken, 1843 to 1916. Got his hat on, his cane, massive moustache and a cigar. Again, I think these are local people. And I'm not sure what they did. So I'll put some more information up on the screen. That's all I can do. Geer van der Veer. There's a gentleman with some amazing sideburns. Someone's put a hat on his statue, I think. No, it's supposed to be there. What great facial hair. Wonder who he was. Oh well. Got to do some research when I get home, which you're now reading on the screen. And there's this guy, another chap with a walking stick, Anton Gérard van der Akker. That's Morocco. Oh, I'm glad I found him. This guy's quite a character. Now I actually know a little bit about Anton Gérard van der Akker because he was born on October the 11th, 1887 in Venlo, and he died on September the 4th, 1954 in Helden. Now he served in the French Foreign Legion where he was sentenced to 2.5 years of hard labour. I'm not sure what he did wrong, but he was sentenced to hard labour, as many people were in the French Foreign Legion. Very strict code they had there. But he contracted some sort of tropical disease, some sort of heat stroke perhaps. I'm not sure what it was, but he started talking to himself. When he came back to Venlo, he'd keep shouting out, Maroque, Maroque. As though he had come some sort of mad disease. Well, it was a disease he had picked up, but he kept on shouting out Maroque, which means Morocco, and hence his name, Morocco. And apparently he was quite a character in his day. Quite a interesting walking stick as well, studded with coins, medals and crosses. And it's actually in the Limburg Museum, so I might see that a bit later on. But he was quite a character on Morocco. I'm very glad I've seen that statue. Is any person from Venlo, and local legends here, local nobility, or I say nobility, people who have done well from a local town or a city, is that I actually knew anything about. I knew about Morocco, but didn't know anything about the others. It's quite interesting to see the other statues. And what a delightful little street as well. A very cultural street indeed, very cultural. But now let's head up towards the museum and see what else we can find along the way. And I've made it up to the Limburg Museum. But sadly, I'm not going to go in. I'd really like to go in and see that walking stick belonging to Morocco and some of the other exhibits in there which take the history of Venlo. But the entrance fee is 21 euros. I can't afford it. I just can't afford to justify spending 21 euros on an entrance fee into a museum. We are experiencing a cost of living crisis in England at the moment, and that affects absolutely everybody, including me. And I travel on a budget, and sometimes I just have to say no, I'm not going to spend the money and go in. There are other things I can do with 21 euros, and I'm going to put that money towards something else. We'll look around some museums tomorrow in Eindhoven, hopefully. Yeah, I'll save that money for another trip. I am sorry, but I'd like to have shown you around the museum. But the railway station is across the road, so this is where I end the video. I've had a really enjoyable day walking through Venlo, doing some of the cultural things here, looking at the architecture and the statues, and a little disappointed that the church wasn't open. But there again, I get days like that when things aren't open. Story of my life. But never mind. So I'll see you tomorrow for a trip to Eindhoven. It's my last day here on my Netherlands trip. So mini break around Netherlands. So we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow my journey. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.